Good morning, viewers. Today, let us discuss the role of helping verbs in English, especially in speaking English. We know that there are two types of questions, yes or no questions and WH questions. Today, let us discuss the yes or no questions. If you know that there are 24 anomalous finits in English, you can easily use them in your speech for various reasons. Of course, today we can use them only for questioning. What are the anomalous finites or the helping verbs or auxiliary verbs? They are am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, used to, take, need. These are the 24 anomalous finites. Probably I might have forgotten one and two, but of course you will come to know on the screen. Okay. The problem with all of us is we teach our children to answer our questions, but we don't allow them to question us. The role of a great teacher lies in not asking the questions, but preparing the students to ask him as many questions as possible. That is the only way you can enhance their knowledge. If you allow them to question, they start questioning in different ways. So you should allow them. First, in the initial stages, you may ask him to use the anomalous finites and ask questions. For example, let us start with can. Can you speak English? Okay. Suppose the child is an expert or knows how to use English. Well, you say, yes, I can use English. Or he may say, yes, I can. Or simply he may say yes, that is over. But the problem with the old type of teaching is they always repeat the questions. There is always scope for repetition. Can you speak English? Can you speak Hindi? Can you speak Urdu? Instead of asking this type of questions, you have to use can in recurrence. Recurrence means you use can, but not in one function, but in different functions. For example, you can speak English. That is your present ability. Can I come in? That is not your ability. You are seeking permission. That means the child comes to know that can be used to seek permission also. Suppose I say, yes, you can come in. That is, I'm giving permission. Can you come tomorrow? This talks about not ability. It talks about positive. Yes, I can come tomorrow. It also talks about future possibility. In this way, instead of repeating the same function, it's better to use the recurrent function of one word. All the helping verbs can be used recurrently. They are not meant for just one function. They are meant for many, many functions. For example, even could can be used in different ways. For example, if you say, I could swim the river when I was young, of course it talks about the past ability. If I say, could you please give me your pen? It doesn't talk about your past ability. Simply, it talks about present request. Of course, you are politely requesting the other person to give him pen. That means the second function is polite request. Suppose if the doctor tests the patient and says, it could be typhoid. That means it is strong possibility or it is strong guess. The doctor says that even without inspecting or without receiving the reports, he thinks that it is typhoid. In that case, we can say it could be typhoid. Means it is more stronger than it may be typhoid, it might be typhoid. No, it could be typhoid means it is 90% type. It is strong guess. In that case, you can use could. Similarly, even will can be used in different ways. For example, I will go to America next month. Of course, it talks about the future, a future possibility, or we say that it is colorless future. It may or may not happen. But if I say, will you please give me your pen here? We are using will for polite request. This is the second direction. If I say, I will repay your debt tomorrow, it is a promise. In this way, every anomalous finite or helping verb helps us in many ways to use in different functions. In that way, if you use these helping verbs in recurrence, not in repetition, the children will be able to use all these helping verbs in different contexts, in different functions. That is the way you will enhance their ability to use in language profitably, efficiently. So I hope all the teachers to make their children use helping verbs recurrently, not repeatedly. That it makes no. Of course, they know only one function if you repeat it. Even in the textbooks, some of the sentences are very ridiculous. Can you eat 10 idlis? Can you eat 20 idlis? Can you eat 20 puris? Like this. Actually, nobody can eat 20 puris. We eat only 4 or 6. So this even question itself is wrong. But even then, you have to use all these helping verbs in the real context, so that the child can come to the experiential orbit. Suppose you ask them, can you touch the wall? Yes. Can you touch the table? Yes. Can you touch the ceiling? Immediately the child perceives that he can't touch the ceiling because he is not in his experiential orbit. It is out of his experiential orbit, or it is out of his reach. That's the way you can use English, especially helping verbs, profitably in your functions. Let's use some others tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching our channel.